and welcome back to the next episode of Bite Size Book Buzz. I am Annie Mazes from Workman Publishing, and today I am joined by Jennifer Murphy from Quirk, Golda Rademacher from Norton, Erica Melnichuk from Penguin Random House, and Anthony Parisi from Tor. Take it away, Jennifer.
Hi, everybody. It's so good to see you virtually. I have a really exciting title to talk to you about. Many of you are likely familiar with New York Times bestselling Quirk author Andrew Shaffer, known especially for his laugh out loud romance mystery series featuring Joe Biden and Barack Obama. This book is a horror comedy. It's The Office meets Stephen King in a witty, spine-tingling tale about a holiday gift exchange gone wrong. We just revealed the cover, which I would love to share with you. So give me 1 second. And here it is. This is the cover of Secret Santa, the gift that keeps on giving. So you see it has like a really great 80s paperback feel to it. The book is set in the 80s. And I'm going to, there we go. Back to our regularly scheduled program. So this is a book that's set in the 80s. Out of work for months, editor Lucy Meyer is desperate to work anywhere in publishing. The prestigious Blackwood Patterson isn't the perfect fit, but a bizarre set of circumstances leads to her hire and a firm mandate. She must find the next horror superstar to compete with the likes of Stephen King, Anne Rice, Peter Straub. It is the 80s, and horror is the hottest genre. Even worse, though, Lucy's first days in her new office are plagued by strange coworkers, bizarre pranks, odd gifts. The hazing reaches its peak during the company's annual Secret Santa gift exchange when Lucy receives a demonic-looking Christmas doll. And suddenly, her coworkers begin falling victim to a series of horrific accidents akin to a George Romero movie, leading Lucy to suspect her gift is involved. So with the help of her former author, the flamboyant Fabian Nightingale, Lucy must track down her anonymous Secret Santa and figure out the true meaning of the cursed object in her possession before it destroys everything, the company, her. So that's a little bit about the book. Who it's for horror fans, especially fans of comedic horror movies like Happy Death Day, The Cabin in the Woods, Shaun of the Dead, Zombieland. I think that fans of Andrew Shaffer who really love his satire are going to be very excited for this. Secret Santa is fun, frightening, and at times cheesier than a festive cranberry, pecan chive, and garlic cheese paw. And we just put our digital ARCs up on NetGalley and Edelweiss, so please be sure to take a look and request to download them. And you can either reach out to Nicole DiGiacomo or myself for a copy closer to the on-sale date if you'd like a physical book in hand. And the book goes on sale November 10th. Thanks, everybody. I hope you enjoy the read.
Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Golda from Norton. And today I would like to tell you about Adrian Geffel by David Hajdu. He is best known for his nonfiction, including the book Positively 4th Street, but this is his first novel. This is the oral history of a fictional avant-garde musician of the late 70s and early 80s, told in the form of interview segments by her family, friends, critics, and often unwanted hangers-on. The characters spring vividly to life, even in brief interviews that might be only a page long, and a lot of real people from the music and art scene at that time show up in the narrative. There's quite a bit of humor and a skewering of the art and music world that David knows so well. Publishers Weekly and Library Journal both gave it starred reviews. LJ called it a reverberant and eye-opening portrait of an artist going her own way and finally saving herself. And this title is available now in hardcover and ebook. Thank you again, and I'm going to turn it over to Erica.
Thank you, Golda. Hi, everyone. I am Erica Melnichuk from the Library Marketing Department at Penguin Random House. I'm here today to tell you about a short, compulsive, heart-wrenching read that lingered with me long after I had turned the last page and weathered through the final plot twist. The Push is a tense, page-turning psychological drama about the making and breaking of a family. and a woman whose experience of motherhood is nothing at all what she hoped for and everything she feared. Blythe Connor is determined that she will be the warm, comforting mother to her new baby Violet that she herself never had. But in the thick of motherhood's exhausting early days and years, Blythe becomes convinced that something is wrong with her daughter, who just doesn't behave like other children do. Or is this all in Blythe's head? Her husband Fox says she's imagining things. And the more Fox dismisses her fears, the more Blythe begins to question her own sanity, and the more we begin to question what Blythe is telling us about her life as well. Then their son Sam is born, and with him, Blythe has the blissful connection she'd always imagined with her child. And even Violet seems to love the new baby. But when life as they know it is changed in an instant, the devastating fallout forces Blythe to face the truth. The Push is a tour de force you will read in a single sitting, I can attest to that. It's an utterly immersive novel that will challenge everything you think you know about motherhood, about what we owe our children, and what it feels like when women are not believed. This is a book bound to generate noise and is really perfect fodder for book clubs. The Push is the kind of book that women will read in a white heat and immediately want to discuss with everyone that they know. It has the kind of raw immediacy of Lionel Shriver coupled with the suspenseful feel of The Perfect Nanny. It is a crucial exploration about motherhood, about nature versus nurture, and about how we can be pushed to the brink by our children. I hope you all enjoy it. The Neck Alley is up on Edelweiss and Neck Alley. Please enjoy and let me know what you think. And I'll turn the controls over to Anthony. Thank you.
Thanks, Erica. And hi, everyone. I'm Anthony Parisi from Tor. And I'm so excited to share with you Ring Shout by P. Djèlí Clark, the Nebula, Locus, and Alex Award winner. This is a dark fantasy historical novella that gives a supernatural twist to the Ku Klux Klan's reign of terror. The novel is set in 1915. All across the nation, the KKK ride, spreading fear and violence among the vulnerable as they plan to bring hell to earth. But standing in their way is Maurice Boudreau and her fellow resistance fighters, a foul-mouthed sharpshooter and a Harlem hellfighter. Armed with a blade, bullet, and bomb, they hunt their hunters. As the war continues to heat up, Maurice must do everything she can to stop the Klan before they end the world. Ring Shout touches upon historical Black trauma in the deep American South and racism in all of its ugly forms while under the terror of the Ku Klux Klan. Fans of Black horror films by Jordan Peele, like Get Out and Us, will gravitate towards this book, as well as fans of Colson Whitehead's Underground Railroad. And no one is more equipped than P. Djèlí Clark to tell this story, as he's a history professor with a specialization in the transatlantic slave trade and interdisciplinary approaches to slavery within popular culture and media. We have 2 starter reviews already, one from Kirkus and one from Publishers Weekly, with a number of praise from his fellow authors, including Jonathan Mayberry, Justina Ireland, and Tochi Onyebuchi, who calls it a provocative inferno of a story. This is such an important and riveting book, and it's short, clocking in at 192 pages, so it's definitely a fast read and worth making sure it's part of your collection. E-galleys are available on NetGalley and Edelweiss, so I hope you'll read it and enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you all so much for being with us. There is off to a strong start of Bite-Sized Book Buzzes, I have to say. So much to read. Thank you all, and we'll see you next week.